The only thing I want to talk about in this Raw review is Daniel Bryan joining the Wyatt family, because I have said this since before SummerSlam, and every single person told me, Tubby, that's not going to happen. Tubby, it's not going to happen. Tonight, Daniel Bryan at the end of Monday Night Raw, which already saw other surprises like Brock Lesnar return and beat up Mark Henry in an F5 him in a vicious segment, and finding out Brock Lesnar screams like a little girl. We also found out that, yes, Daniel Bryan finally joined the Wyatt family. I have said, now most people that are saying, it's been obvious, Tubby, are the ones that have been saying this since the Wyatts and Daniel started feuding. I said this when the Wyatts were still in NXT and Daniel was just starting to get a push around right after, around Money in the Bank time. And, I made that prediction, one, because of the beard. I said because of Daniel Bryan's beard, he's going to join the Wyatt family at some point, and they're going to help him win the WWE title. That is what I said. That is what's going to happen. Now, Brock Lesnar coming back saying he wants to set his sights on the WWE title. He doesn't need to win the Rumble. That's all a smokescreen to do Taker versus Brock or whatever. He is not going for the title. It's WWE building up the heavyweights. This is something most people don't think long term, and this is why I'm so excited about tonight. Tonight they built up Daniel would finally get his hands on Bray if he beat Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. If he beat him it's a 3-on-1 gauntlet match, basically. Finally, Daniel beats Luke in a great match. He beats Eric Rowan. Finally, Bray comes in, and Bray won't do anything. They won't do anything. Finally, the Harper and Rowan come in and start beating down Daniel. It's a disqualification. They absolutely destroy him. Finally, Daniel is laying flat out on the mat. Bray starts dropping a promo. Daniel says, "You're right." Bray tells him to say it again. He says, "You're right." He finally joins him. He sits up on his knees. He extends out his arm. They go to the stage. The crowd tries to talk him out of it with no chance, and he still joins them. This is what I have said for the longest time, and I stick with my belief, and I am so glad the WWE is doing this. WWE put Daniel Bryan in this position. They have built this storyline for over a year. This is where the impatient little 12-year-olds, and I'm sorry if you guys are watching this, and I'm not picking on you or anything. This is where you need to have patience as a wrestling fan. You expect extreme gratitude or immediate gratification up soon. You all expected it to happen at Night of Champions, SummerSlam, Battleground, etc. It doesn't mean anything then, because Daniel hasn't proven. He hasn't built himself up to that level where he can keep obtaining that title. He hasn't gotten to that level of John Cena or Randy Orton when he defends the title that you kind of have doubt whether or not the challenger will win. With Daniel, you put him up against Brock and you're like, oh, Brock's going to win. And then Daniel could find a way to squeak out and win. Or you have him before he gets the title, get that proper build, and that's what WWE is doing. It's going to take Bray Wyatt. Now, and I've said this, Bray Wyatt had a promo a couple months ago talking about, they put him there. He was talking about NXT, and I know he was. He put him down. He brought him down from the main roster. Triple H put him there, which it's still, for storyline, it makes a little bit of weird sense because, they have, Triple H running NXT and everything, but still, we'll forget this, and the Wyatt family has kind of attacked guys that the authority haven't agreed with. But I'm still going along this line, and I've said this, since Bray. Bray is going to fight against the authority. Bray is against the man. Bray is his own man. He doesn't follow the beat of another man's drum. And, this is what's been so great about the Wyatt family is, people saying we hardly ever get to see this guy, or, we're starting to see new stuff. It's because WWE realizes, with Ryback and other guys, they put him right on TV. Not, Ryback, I guess, and Brodus Clay are kind of a bad example because they did kind of build him for a while. But guys that they put on and instantly shoot up to success. Versus the Wyatts, they've brought him in slowly. Started with SummerSlam. Bray Wyatt had a few matches. Then the focus went off of Bray. Then the focus went on the tag team of Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Still, we're learning things about him each week. Each week, the story progresses. We see new things. We see Brody Lee, or Luke Harper, if you guys don't know who he is as an indie wrestler. Absolutely, the dude's amazing. You saw the powerbomb from Daniel Bryan in the corner from the rope tonight. Luke Harper can go, and I wish people would stop saying they can't and saying Bray can't either, because Bray is a fucking superstar. Bray Wyatt's promos with his wife. We're finally getting to see this cult. We got to see the Sister Abigail, and this is something when he debuted the Sister Abigail. I said it was the induction into the Wyatt family. Now, he did it to a lot of other superstars, so yeah, he's not really the induction. But this is finally, you see where Daniel Bryan gets Sister Abigail. That is the turn into the Wyatt family, and that's what I said. It was back when I was watching NXT days, and I said when the Wyatt's family debut, that's what that is. And, the whole time I said it, he did it to numerous guys. Kane got inducted, and then Kane just kind of got let go. So the question is whether Bray Wyatt is here to help Daniel or he's here to hurt him. Because look what the Wyatts did. Now, I've been speaking about, the Wyatts going out and possibly helping Daniel Bryan win the title. Another possibility, oh man, and this would just be crazy, to have all this build, like the Wyatts are going to help, they're turning him into this guy, and then they go and screw him at Mania on the grandest stage of them all and screws him out of his WrestleMania moment. Oh my God, I'm just thinking about this stuff now, but this could be a case where, with Kane, they brought him in, but, they didn't try to chase him. In this case, they're specifically chasing Bryan, which gives me the thought that they're going to use the Wyatts to help Daniel Bryan. And I made the bold prediction, that Daniel Bryan would win the Royal Rumble as the help from the Wyatt family, essentially. The Wyatt families would help Daniel Bryan retain or win the Royal Rumble, And I still now see that as a possibility. You needed this element to Daniel Bryan, and the promo was perfect. They cheered for you. Everybody in the arena loved you. You got voted the Superstar of the Year, and still, you didn't win the WWE Championship. They held you back. Everything that they're doing now for Daniel Bryan's character makes 100% sense. Whether you hate him because he's turning on the fans, it is exactly what Daniel Bryan needs, and this is going to lead to so much bigger things down the road. I cannot express my joy enough for this, and I feel like I'm gloating because I've been saying this for so long, but it's true. This is the one of all the fantasy bookings I've made in 2013 this year. This is the one I'm most proud of came true. This is the one time that I made a prediction before anything really started to happen, and it came true, and honestly, I'm ecstatic about it. So, the other things that happened on the show tonight, Dolph Ziggler went out of 2013 with a win. He went out on top. Yeah, Damian Sandow. Oh my gosh, Damian Sandow had to face the Great Khali. He beat him. I thought I saw Brad say something about the referee not seeing his shoulders were up, or I don't know. It's kind of just fucking crazy. But Damian challenged whoever. And, in his promo, Damian Sandow also said, I've been doing these gimmick matches, this other stuff, and he used it in a promo to fuel his fire. Exactly like I've been saying for the people who've been saying Damian's been buried because he's been in these gimmick matches. Guys that are in gimmick matches are featured on TV like Dolph Ziggler and Damian Sandow, where they're on TV every single week. They always have a match. They're always featured, are not buried. Yeah, you can say they're not going anywhere. They only have 7 matches on the card. They're never going to fill it with a bunch of guys. But at the same time, ask the guys that are really buried, like JTG, Zack Ryder, the guys that aren't even on Superstars. Ask them if they're buried. Ask them if they would kill to get the opportunity to be on TV every week, even if it was in a gimmick match. People need to realize there's a slow build to everything, and WWE is absolutely nailing it right now. Their slow build is fantastic. Daniel's getting a build. Brock Lesnar returned tonight. Stephanie McMahon came out with a big announcement at first, and her announcement paled in comparison to Triple H's. Triple H brought back Brock Lesnar. I was still hoping for Vince McMahon to make an even bigger announcement, but this also, if they go the route of the McMahon family war, Triple H always had to one-up the McMahons. It's a storyline feature. It's another thing that a lot of people are missing. This is the time between TLC, even Survivor Series, when promos drop, you got to pay attention, you got to listen, and, the things with the Royal Rumble, like the winner, I guess he's not going to have a choice if he's going to cash in or not. When Michael Cole said that, he could cash for the Rumble to face Taker. And there's so many things that are going on TV right now. It's so exciting to be a WWE fan right now. A lot of interesting things are happening. Daniel Bryan joining Bray Wyatt tonight is going to step out to be one of the biggest things. It's going to be the thing people talk about going into the new year. That's going to make the next week's Old School Raw even bigger in the ratings. WWE is just doing so much right now. I absolutely love it. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about this. Daniel Bryan joining the Wyatt family, all the other stuff that happened. Brock Lesnar. It's official. John Cena will face Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight title at WWE Royal Rumble. And other than that, Brock Lesnar, oh man, it's just a crazy night. So I just wanted to give you a quick review, kind of my highlights. Those are the 4 things I wanted to talk about because it made sense. Also, oh my God, I missed it from the start. So CM Punk came out, he called out the Shield, and then he wanted to face him. Then Dean came out, they all come out, and Dean's like, fine, I'll face. He's like, I wasn't talking to you. I've already beat you. I want Seth or Roman. And they teased even more tension with the Shield, and they made it absolutely awesome. I loved it 100%. Go watch it. But the takeaway from the night is I was right about Daniel Bryan joining the Wyatt families. I'm so happy. And until next time, my name is Tubby. We will see you.